private talks completed, U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu walked out onto the stage for a formal news conference. From Trump, a bombshell on the future of the Gaza Strip, now devastated by the Hamas-Israel war. Trump's idea?
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it.
And he said the U.S. would clear Gaza of rubble and bombs, then develop it, creating, he said, thousands of jobs.
I do see a long-term ownership position, and I see it bringing great stability to that part of the Middle East.
All of that following a series of remarkable comments from Trump at separate events in the White House earlier. At his desk in the Oval Office, his view on Gaza now broadly.
What do they have? It is a big pile of rubble right now. I mean, have you seen the pictures of it? Have you been there? It's terrible.
The nearly 2 million Palestinians displaced by the war, he said, would love to leave Gaza if they had an option. Trump suggesting they all be moved to a piece of land or a number of pieces in Egypt or Jordan, even though both countries have publicly rejected such an idea.
And you'd have people living in a place that could be very beautiful and safe and nice. Gaza's been a disaster for decades.
Trump later suggesting any number of countries could take them in, up to a dozen, he said. With the Hamas-Israel ceasefire holding, at least for now, but as it moves toward its so-called Phase 2, in which Israeli soldiers are meant to fully withdraw from Gaza, the comments could hardly come at a more critical time for the region. As he underlined at a photo op with Netanyahu, relocating Gaza's Palestinians would be permanent.
It's worth paying attention to this.
From Netanyahu, standing next to Trump throughout, this.
I think it's something that could change history, and it's worthwhile really pursuing this avenue.
On his plan, said Trump, Adrienne, what we know as the Gaza Strip would indeed become, as he put it, the Riviera of the Middle East and would be for the world's people, without really giving more detail on that. He gave no position on the future of the West Bank, by the way, but said he'd have an announcement on that soon.
So, Paul, this shocking proposal by Trump is sure to get a whole bunch of reaction. What are you hearing so far?
Yeah, shocker indeed. I mean, I think it's fair to say this has caught the world by surprise. Multiple countries have suggested in the past that moving Palestinians from Gaza would only make the situation in the Middle East worse. The Saudis have reacted to some of what Trump said today. Earlier, he told reporters the Saudis are no longer demanding Palestinians have a state of their own. Tonight, the Saudis strongly disagreed with that, underlining their position on a state for Palestinians is unnegotiable, firm, and unwavering, and it will not establish ties with Israel, something Trump is pushing for, without one. Certainly, there will be more fallout from Trump's idea going forward, Adrienne, but a shocker tonight.
Indeed. Paul Hunter in Washington. Thanks, Paul.